Hi YouTube, this is Harmony again, and I'm just doing a quick updated video on my Shea Butter whips. I started adding water, distilled water to my Shea Butter whip, and the reason why I started doing that is because I was doing some research, and actually I was reading somewhere where it says that Shea Butter by itself is really not a moisturizer. And the reason why it's not a moisturizer is because it doesn't have any water in it. You know, anything that's a moisturizer contains water. So I was doing some research, and I was always wondering why Shea Butter did not really work on dry hair. It doesn't work on mine. It's almost like just putting something on top of your hair and it just sits there. It doesn't really get into the shaft. And the only time I ever do add Shea Butter to my hair is when my hair is wet. So Shea Butter Shea Butter by itself is a sealant. It conceals moisture. It seals moisture in your hair. If your hair is wet and you add it, it will seal in that water. And you know, it's hard when you just buy it off the street when it's just Shea Butter by itself. But if you mix it and you add oils to it, it makes it more creamier. Like, this is how my Shea Butter is. This is Shea Butter without water. This is my Shea Butter whip just with olive oil, jojoba oil, and it's whipped. And if you dig your finger in there, you get some creaminess, okay? But you gotta dig in there. You know, you're really not gonna get that creaminess with the one that you get off the street because it's not mixed. So the oil does make it a little creamier, okay? I don't add this to my dry hair, all right? Because it just sits there. One day, all week I was putting just a little bit of Shea Butter on my hair, you know, to keep it moisturized, which I was not doing. See, I'm learning too. And one day, it was a day that it was just misting outside and my hair got wet. And when I got home and I got upstairs, there was a white film on my hair, and that was the Shea Butter. And I was like, wow, this stuff is really not penetrating into my hair. It's just sitting on top of the shaft. So I decided to start adding water to my Shea. Now I want you to see the difference in the consistency. This is Shea Butter that was whipped 4 days ago. This is Shea Butter. I'm not even digging, I'm just touching it. This is Shea Butter with distilled water. Look at that. You know, Miss Jessie's baby buttercream, if you look at the ingredients, the first thing is water. If you look at any of the ingredients in a lot of these moisturizers, the first ingredient is water. Now, my Shea Butter whips are officially a moisturizer because there's water in there. Guys, I could just go like that and the whole thing just whips. Look at that. I added some to my hair. This is mine, so I can play in it. I added, both of those are mine. I added some to my hair this week. And I got, you know, like when you put Mrs. Jessie's curly buttercream or Mrs. Jessie baby buttercream in your hair when it's dry, and you get that moist, heavy feel? Well, that's what I got with this yesterday when I did it. And I love it. It's really great. See what happens when you do your research? I can just mix it around. I don't have to, you know, so it's better. So that's the improvement. It's just water, guys. It's just water. It's just water. This is easier to glide on your body. And not only that, it's like when you come out of the shower, you know, most lotions list on the ingredients. It's better, especially with baby oil, it's better to add it to your damp skin or skin that has water on it, because the baby oil by itself does not give you moisture. Oil doesn't equal moisture, and that's all Shea Butter is if you're just adding it to your hair, you know, the oil and all of that. But if you add a water to it, that's what makes it a moisturizer. And if your hair is wet, you know, it's not going to make your hair frizzy. It's not going to take away from any of the product. The only thing is just going to increase the moisture levels to your skin. It's going to increase the moisture levels to your hair. And if you want to put it on your face, especially if you're breaking out, water, especially if you're breaking out, water and moisture is important, because what makes us break out is the oils that gets trapped inside of our pores. Okay, so guys, thank you all of you for the great compliments, and thank you for the shout outs regarding my Shea Butter whip. And like I said before, if you really like the older version, you're gonna love the new version. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and have a great weekend. Bye bye.